Hey guys, Chris with KnowYourBest.com here. I think we can all agree that the goal of life is to be happy, but happiness can be elusive for so many people. And why is that? As with life itself, happiness is a call to action without a set of instructions. At best, we're told to study to get a good job, work hard to get a promotion, retire so you can finally be happy. And on the surface, it sounds super practical, noble even. Delay your gratification, reap the rewards. But why should you wait to be happy? You're trading freedom now when you may not have the health to enjoy it later. That sounds like a risky bet to me. So instead, in this video, I'm going to suggest 4 keys to becoming happier. Let's dive in. The first one is we need less than we think. Fight Club is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt, declares, "The things that you own end up owning you." It's true. Advertising has been persuading us to buy shit that we don't need long before Fight Club. But nowadays, we're not just keeping up with the Joneses next door, we're keeping up with the entire internet. And one reason why this is a problem is this hedonic treadmill. That's our tendency to revert to a base level of happiness even when positive things happen to us. So think of the lottery winner that feels no different a year after their payday, or the overjoyed newlyweds that become bitter roommates. In short, many of the things that we think will bring us everlasting happiness, they don't last at all. Wealth isn't a key to becoming happier. That's depressing to some people, but I would argue that it's liberating. So many of us justify a soul-sucking, all-consuming job for this lifestyle, but what's the point of a lifestyle with no life? Instead, what matters is how we spend our time and how much of it we spend on things that provide us joy. Happiness doesn't happen by chance. Some people ascribe happiness to some odd twist of fate, but happiness is never a matter of luck alone. You are the captain of your life, not a crew member. Scientific research is starting to prove what many of us have known, that life is 10% what happens to us, 90% how we react to it. In other words, it's our attitude that matters. We need to be intentional with our pursuit of happiness, never passive. That's why I'm a big advocate of discipline and habits, whether that's daily routines or goal setting. When I create a routine, I'm more likely to do it every day. And there are many things you can do each day to become happier. Here are 6 of my favorites. The first is to exercise or stretch every day. And whatever it takes to break a sweat or release some endorphins, just do it. Another one is to journal 5 to 10 minutes per day about positive experiences or things that you're grateful for. Another one is to perform random acts of kindness each week. Another one is to turn off your phone after work. Stay off your computer on vacation, right? Unplug at certain points. And my favorite one is to meditate each day. Another tip is to focus on what matters. The biggest obstacles to your happiness are the distractions in life that are thrown your way. By distractions, I don't just mean text messages, social media. I mean the bullshit that gets crammed into our heads, that money, prestige, and status symbols are all that matters, that chasing them is what's important. Instead, your most important task in life is to find and do your passion. The best gift in life is that rare chance to do the work that is meaningful. So how do you find what you're passionate about? I'd recommend starting with a notepad and a sheet of paper and ask yourself these questions. What makes you feel alive? What is it that you'd like to create? What do you want to do to help? What societal issues would you most like to help solve? What is it that just gets you up in the morning? Take some time to reflect on those answers, and if the answers still aren't coming to you, know that it's okay. The key is to start and to just put something into action. Write a few hypotheses of what you think makes you the happiest. Then try to do some things related to those things and see how you react. If you're interested in photography, take a course on it. If you like to write, start a blog. Find a program or internship. If those aren't available, interview people in your field and see if you can just shadow them for a day. Basically, just keep trying new things until you hit pay dirt. Another tip is your inner circle. So since finding our passion is the number one goal in life, finding the right people to share that with is the second most important thing for happiness. A lot of motivational gurus will tell you to lock yourself in a room and focus on yourself. If you're around a lot of pessimists, maybe that's a good start, but it's not sustainable. Nobody succeeds alone. Jobs had Wozniak, Jordan had Pippen. Every successful person has people that help them along the way. And success aside, social connections are the most significant predictor of happiness. Your relationships with family and friends largely determine your satisfaction with life. So focus on building relationships outside while you improve your inner self. And don't try to be a lone wolf. One of the top regrets of the dying is they wish they would have spent more time with their friends. So make a conscious effort to do so. And that leads me to the most important relationship of them all. That's the one with your spouse or your life partner. You have to make sure that that person shares your values and your level of happiness. Couples spend on average about 2.5 hours a day together. That's about 15% of waking hours. So do you want to spend a sixth of your life with someone who is positive and encourages your goals, or someone who is pessimistic and negative? Exactly. So that's the list. I'm curious, what your thoughts are and your questions about happiness. Please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or go to knowyourbest.com to get great self-improvement tips every single week. Thank you.